Hi beautiful souls, welcome to another episode of Shifting Reality. Today's episode topic is overcoming the mind. Let's jump right in. Our minds, much like our bodies, serve as tools for our souls. They provide us with the capacity to think, feel, and perceive, but they aren't meant to be in full control of our lives. Yet it often feels as though our minds hold the reins, dictating our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This isn't necessarily a negative thing, but when our minds are in complete control, it can lead to unnecessary difficulties, especially if our thoughts are rooted in fear and doubt. During your spiritual journey, you may find yourself in a period of learning where you begin to unravel the complexities of your mind and its influence on your perception of reality, where you start to develop a deeper understanding of your mind and how it works. For me personally, this was a pivotal period of growth. I embarked on a journey to differentiate between the conditioned patterns of thought and behavior imposed on me by society and the true essence of my being. I discovered during this period that at my core, I am love, peace, compassion, and joy, qualities that are innate to my soul. However, this transformation wasn't without its challenges. I found myself engaged in a constant battle with my mind, which resisted change and sought to keep me tethered to the familiar comforts of the past. Yet deep down, I knew that true growth awaited beyond my comfort zone. During this crucial period, I learned the importance of patience with myself and patience with the process of reprogramming my mind, shifting from a mindset of fear and doubt to one of love and empathy requires active observation, inspired action, and above all, patience. It's essential to recognize that you are in control of your mind, and you have the power to choose peace and love for yourself. While this transformation may not happen overnight, every small step forward is a victory in itself. It's worth emphasizing that our minds are just one element of our being, a part of the multifaceted spiritual beings that we are. We have many layers and characteristics that develop throughout our human experience and may even be influenced by generational patterns. By acknowledging this truth, we reclaim our power and refuse to let our minds distort our perception of ourselves. We recognize that we are not our thoughts, and we have the ability to transcend the limitations of the mind, to align with the truth of our souls. One of the most prevalent challenges we encounter on the spiritual path is negative thought patterns. Our minds have a tendency to gravitate towards thoughts of fear, doubt, and self-criticism because that's what we've been programmed to think. These negative thought patterns can create a cycle of suffering, preventing us from experiencing inner peace and fulfillment. A personal example of this, I have experienced times in my life where I had whispering doubts and insecurities in my mind. These thoughts have told me that I'm not good enough, that I'll never achieve my dreams, and even that I'm unworthy of happiness and love. But now I know, none of this is true. None of these doubts and insecurities define who I am. Through my journey of self-awareness and spiritual growth, I've come to understand that these thoughts are merely passing clouds in the vast sky of my consciousness. They are impermanent, arising from personal conditioning, past experiences, and societal influences. Instead of allowing these thoughts to define me, I choose to observe them with curiosity and compassion. I remind myself that I am not my thoughts. I am the witness behind them. I have the power to decide which thoughts to entertain and which to release. You have the power to do this too. Remember that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes them. Embrace this truth and empower yourself to rise above the challenges of the mind. Each time you catch yourself getting entangled in negative thought patterns, gently redirect your focus to the present moment. Breathe deeply and ground yourself in the here and now. Remind yourself of your inherent worthiness, your limitless potential, and your capacity for love and happiness. By cultivating this awareness, you'll learn not to identify with these negative thought patterns, as they are remnants of the past and echoes of a version of yourself that no longer exists. They used to have the power to control the old you, but they cannot control the new, authentic you. It's crucial to recognize and address these challenges of the mind. Ignoring or suppressing them only allows them to fester and grow stronger. By shining the light of awareness on these challenges, we weaken their hold over us. We can then begin the process of uprooting them and replacing them with seeds of positivity, self-love, and empowerment. It's not always easy to confront our deepest fears and insecurities, but it's necessary for our growth and evolution. As we navigate the complexities of the mind, let us remember that we are not alone. We have within us the wisdom and strength to overcome any obstacle that arises. Navigating the complexities of the mind and harnessing its potential to support spiritual growth and self-discovery is a multifaceted journey that requires dedication, self-awareness, and practice. Next, I'm going to give you some practical strategies and insights to help you on this path. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating awareness of the present moment and observing the fluctuations of the mind without judgment. Through regular meditation, you can develop a deeper understanding of your thought patterns and emotional reactions, allowing you to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity. It helps you find peace amongst the chaos easier because you know you can come back to that space within yourself that is peaceful, literally. So if you don't meditate, I definitely recommend it. I know a lot of people say they don't think they can sit with themselves for that long, but I think it's good to do and practice because sometimes you need to just sit and be still and allow yourself to enter the void. I probably wouldn't be doing this podcast if I wasn't meditating every day, but look at me now. So if you don't do it, I recommend it. And I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want. I know a lot of people don't like being told what to do. I know I don't like being told. Anyways, it was just a little side note that meditation is really helpful. You can engage in self-inquiry practices such as journaling, introspection, and contemplation to explore the underlying beliefs and conditioning that shape your perception of reality. By questioning your thoughts and beliefs, you can uncover subconscious patterns that may be limiting your potential for spiritual growth. Something that I do is when I have an emotion that kind of comes out of nowhere, I ask myself, why am I feeling this? And if there isn't a valid reason for me to be feeling it, I just sit with it because you can't just destroy emotion. Of course, you can't just like say, oh, I'm not going to feel this. No, most of the time you're going to have to feel it. It's just about sitting with it and knowing that eventually you can come back to inner peace. That sitting with that emotion will allow you to release it. But don't fight it. Oh my God, let me tell you how many times I have fought my emotions and it has made it worse. I do not recommend that. Just try to sit with your emotions and observe them. Be the observer. When they say observe, I was like, what do you mean observe? But then I realized it's like I try to project my consciousness out of my mind as if I'm watching myself and watching my mind. And if you try that, I think it may work for you. It definitely worked for me. I try to think as if I'm out of my mind and I'm observing it. So it's about observing them and releasing them. So take your time with this because it took me a while to get it. And even now, it's like sometimes it's iffy. Sometimes I fall into a pattern where I'm like so consumed in my negative thoughts and then I catch myself. I'm like, oh no, we can't go back. We have to move forwards. Let's move forwards. And making sure you're trying to catch yourself when you're falling into those patterns. But like I said, everything is step by step. Inner child work is another practical strategy. You can connect with your inner child through healing practices such as inner child meditations, visualization, and dialogue. By nurturing and healing your inner child wounds, you can release past traumas and emotional blockages. One thing I like to do to soothe my inner child is listen to Disney music. Yes, I'm 20 years old and I still listen to Disney music. I don't care because it makes me feel happy and I like to dance around and feel like I'm in my little fantasy world. Sometimes connecting with nostalgia can really be healing. That's why I listen to Disney music all the time. You can use shadow work to embrace the aspects of your psyche, the unconscious, repressed parts of yourself that hold unresolved emotions and fears. Shadow work involves shining a light on these dark corners of your psyche and integrating them into your conscious awareness with compassion and acceptance. You can also use affirmations and positive visualization techniques to reprogram your subconscious mind with empowering beliefs and intentions. By consistently affirming your worthiness, abundance, and spiritual potential, you can cultivate a mindset that supports your spiritual growth and self-discovery. You can also explore energy healing modalities such as Reiki to clear energetic blockages and balance your chakras. By restoring harmony to your energy system, you can enhance spiritual connection and facilitate deeper states of self-awareness and inner peace. This next one is a big one. Spend time in nature to ground yourself and reconnect with the natural rhythms of the earth. Nature offers profound healing and wisdom, allowing you to cultivate a deeper sense of interconnectedness with all living beings and the universe. I notice that when I'm outside, I feel like a deeper level of peace because you can just see the abundance in the world. When you're in nature, you see that nothing is lacking. Therefore, nothing is lacking in you. Notice when I was in college, I wasn't really going outside as much, and I felt trapped. When I'm outside in nature, I feel free. So I definitely recommend going outside, putting your feet in the grass, sun gazing, get some freaking downloads from the earth because, Lord, some of us need to just sit outside, enjoy it. It's here for a reason. You can also engage in mindful movement practices such as yoga or Tai Chi to harmonize the body, mind, and spirit. These practices help cultivate mindfulness, presence, and inner stillness. It doesn't just have to be yoga or Tai Chi. Literally dancing in the mirror by yourself is healing in itself. Put on your favorite song and just vibe out by yourself. Do whatever you want to do, no judgment. Fly high, baby. That's what I be doing. I be in the mirror dancing. It may not be the best dancing, but I'm happy when I'm doing it, so it doesn't matter. You can also seek guidance and support from spiritual mentors, teachers, or therapists who can offer insights, wisdom, and encouragement on your spiritual journey. Surround yourself with a supportive community of like-minded individuals who share your values and aspirations. A lot of people my age are so caught up in I don't know what they're caught up in, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not the same thing I am, and it can get lonely at times. So having people that you can talk to about this stuff is really important so you don't feel alone. Know that you aren't alone. You always have your angels and God with you. I actually had a therapist who was spiritual basically, and she helped me find practices and she inspired me to continue on my spiritual journey. And sometimes you need people like that. Also, people on YouTube can help you too. You can also cultivate a daily gratitude practice to shift your focus from lack to abundance and appreciation for the blessings in your life. By expressing gratitude for both the challenges and blessings along your spiritual path, you can cultivate a mindset of acceptance and surrender to the divine flow of life. That is the end of our 4th episode of Shifting Reality. Hopefully you learned something new. Let me draw your angel tarot card for a little affirmation and positive vibes to carry with you until we meet again. Okay, your card for today is surrender. Why push your burro up such a steep hill? Surrender your expectations. Beyond well-trodden trails and opinions, there is an easier way. It's waiting for you. Again, thank you for being a part of our spiritual community. Until next time, stay enlightened, stay blissed, and may your journey be filled with endless discoveries.